thing about Kwadwo Nkansah Lilwin that I've come to notice is the whole movie he's releasing, he has no marketing strategy, no marketing plan for the movie.
Let's move to one interesting conversation or one interesting topic that has, got lots of people wondering, Lilwin, who do you think you are? like who? For myself, when I chanced, I was like, Lilwin, who do you think you are? Like, who? So according to Lilwin, he has banned Kwadwo, Sheldon, Mr. Logic, and others from attending his movie premiere. And, this has stirred a controversy after he announced the ban on YouTuber Kwadwo Sheldon from attending the premiere of his upcoming movie, A Country Called Ghana, amidst the growing feud between the two personalities. And the rift between Lilwin and Sheldon escalated after the latter openly criticized the trailer of Lilwin's movie. And Lilwin expressed his discontent with Sheldon's comments, prompting him to take decisive action. And in a TikTok live, Lilwin firmly stated his decision to ban Kwadwo Sheldon from the movie premiere regardless of any attempt to purchase tickets. And the ban extends not only to Sheldon but also to fellow YouTuber Scanty and entertainment pundit Mr. Logic, whom Lilwin accused of unwarranted criticisms on the UTV show, if we all watch it. But the first question I want to ask myself, but Lilwin, what makes you think Mr. Logic will come for your premiere? What makes you think Kwadwo Sheldon will leave his YouTube studio and come and watch your? What makes you think that these people not coming would actually have, it will be a big deal? What makes you think, okay, but how many movie premieres has Kwadwo Sheldon attended?
I'm not sure. When he's even invited for events, he doesn't go.
So what makes you think that saying I've banned you is a big deal? Like this, I saw it. I was like, wait.
One thing about Kwadwo Nkansah Lilwin that I've come to notice is the whole movie he's releasing, he has no marketing strategy, no marketing plan for the movie.
So it's all about this
from day one. It has been this way. See, you remember before the movie was shot, before the Nigerians came to Ghana, he spoke about Mata Nkuma. That brought attention on him. Yeah. And that was the same, I think, week that the Nigerians came in. And after the movie, when the trailer came, Kwadwo Sheldon spoke about it. And he actually picked that point. Even when they were shooting the movie, Mr. Logic spoke about it. And he took a chance to say a lot of things about Mr. Logic that also went, hey. And now Sheldon talks about it, and so he doesn't have a plan.
He has a plan.
That's not a plan. That's not a plan.
Willie, listen.
If you are beefing is the plan, then there's no plan.
Listen. When it comes to marketing, once you see there is an open
market
for you to push whatever you have, that product, you utilize it. I can have a plan. When I see that this can help, I can improvise and then use it. Now, we live in a country where foolishness and nonsense sells. That's the thing.
I get you.
So if that is the modus operandi, is that how it's said? Yes, modus operandi for you to get attention. If I see that chance, I take it. Yeah. So there's actually a plan. It might look, but that is a plan.
I get you when you say that's a plan, but remember that these are plans that. Not him alone. A lot of guys have tried using it in the past that doesn't yield any positive results.
But it is yielding results for him.
Let me give you an example. When you look at our fellow Nigerian brothers and sisters, let me not take you far. Very close to a movie like A Tribe Called Judah. Look at the promo plan for that movie. You could see they actually had a plan where most of them were even using dance trends. They would actually get this whole merch. There's a hoodie and all the cast for the movie. Those casts would actually be in dancing. The transition videos, you are changing from a hoodie to a t-shirt. You understand? Like, this is a marketing thing that you are getting to see. But if it's always about you, Lilwin, then that's the problem. And one thing too, I noticed this movie he shot, that he didn't shoot the movie for shooting purposes. Like, if I say shooting purpose, I mean he shot the movie because he wants to show that, me Nigeria, me nko for kuma we for na me nyom me kwa makofa Nigeria for aba nyom be twa film. If you understand what I mean.
Yeah, I understand.
Because
you're trying to say that He
So
did it
he did
because
it-
he feels
feels-
he wants people to know that he can do it.
He can do it. Because see, the people he's in there with, the Kuma, you know there are divisions over there in Kumasi with the Dr. Likey's camp and Kwadwo Nkansah Lilwin's camp.
Yeah.
And even with the Kwadwo Nkansah Lilwin's camp, there's conversation that he's the only one projecting himself. Unlike the others that are projecting others. So he's okay. You say, I'm going for money in betray film. I'm in alcohol. So I'm in Nigeria for betray film. Now you bring them in, and the conversation is different. Instead of the conversation to be about the movie, someone talks about, movie anymore soon. Hey, it means they don't like me. It means those with Dr.
I
Likey's camp
sometimes
are
also
partnering
feel
with
that
them.
I sometimes also feel that Kwadwo Nkansah is not able to strike a balance between emotions and the work.
He's playing a game.
He has it all mixed up.
I
Because the
understand.
moment you attack his work, his emotions
He's coming for
will
you.
come forward. And then he will say all sorts of things.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's like a promo plan he thinks is working.
Yeah.
So that's
But
the plan he's
he
using.
thinks.
So
it's not
I
working.
think the question.
So at the end of the day,
the question is it a good plan? That I think that's what you should be talking about. Because one way or the other, that is what he has decided.
That's what he's doing. He's deliberately
It's an
doing it.
intentional thing that he's doing. I saw a video where I think that was prior to the Chris. I'm coming. Prior to the premiere. No, I saw a video where he was ranting with a camera in front of him. He was ranting and say he doesn't want to say it, but he'll say it. Like he was ranting for almost like 2-3 minutes. Then afterwards he was like, "Man, come together, me premiere and me." Then he started talking about it. So when he started that, I actually thought something has happened at Oba Beka. So when he started talking about the movie, I was like, "Hey, Agwawi, that is his plan." But as to whether or not it is a good plan, that is where we should be talking about.
No, but you see, with this same plant, now he's actually changed the conversation. He's even talking about ex-President Mahama doing him good and all of those things, buying 200 tickets and all of those things. The movie, you can do the hype about the movie for now. Maybe Friday, that's probably today. They are done shooting they are done streaming the movie or showing at the theaters. What's next?
What next?
That's what you should be looking at when you're actually doing your promo. Sometimes I understand that when you are doing marketing work, there are pros and cons. But it seems like he's just looking at the pros on his part. He's not looking at the cons that would affect
probably
the
he's
movie.
going to use. I mean, I don't know if someone said something. Okay, it wasn't about him. It was the other guy, Checheku's
1957 movie.
1957. Someone actually said that movie should be pushed onto Netflix or whatever. I'm like, Charlie. It's not that easy to push your projects there like that.
But it can be done.
I'm saying it's not difficult.
I'm not saying it can't. I'm just saying it's not that easy.
It's possible.
Yes,
The
doesn't
rules
meet
you have
the
to follow, it's not
criteria.
easy.
Exactly.
It's not that easy.
If
I
it
know.
meets the criteria and can be done, why not? That would be a plus for us. You understand? So these are things that you should look at. The post-marketing strategies after the movie premiere. Premiere. These are the things that you should be looking at. As to whether or not he has, I can't tell because I am not in his camp. But the pre-premiering strategy that he's using, for me, I would say that in a way it has worked because it has gotten conversations to start. Even though, as you said, most of the conversations are not centered really about the movie.
It's about him.
It is about him. But he seems to be dragging the movie along, which is not supposed to be so. You understand? So, as to whether it is a good plan he's using, well.
Now, the question here is, could your Sheldon, Mr. Logic, not coming to event? Will he actually have any?
He just used their names to start conversations about his premiere.
But at the end of the day, I'm like, whether these two come, they don't.
I doubt they would even be there.
I'm like,
I don't think they'll be.
what's the deal about this one?
You want to use any strategy at all to deny them tickets? How about if they send people to buy tickets for them?
It's possible. It's possible because of this conversation. They would also go to prove him unless he gets a restraining order.
Or maybe he's expecting probably a day before the event. People, the same will say, "We will be there." Movie.
See,
that people would want to see the rest.
That's what I'm saying. That,
but like I'm saying,
it is possible that Sheldon will be like,
sustainable.
It is possible that Sheldon will be like,
sustainable plan.
Hey, what can he do, remember?
But it's not a
And
sustainable
once he gets
plan.
there, it is good. You see, when it comes to showbiz, we can't really box anything.
I get
anything
it, but
is possible.
See, sometimes you need to find a way of playing the game clean and winning fair. Sometimes when you try to play it dirty and it doesn't go your way, you'll be hurt the most than playing it clean and winning fair.
I remember prior to Shatawale releasing his what's the name of that? That album. That
GOG?
No, not GOG.
Connect. No, not Connect. This one, the one that had the 3 kings.
Yes.
I forgot. Rain.
The Rain album.
Rain, yeah.
You remember prior to the release of that album, Sarkodie dropped the advice.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm going to reply him on the night when I'm releasing.
So everybody was expecting.
During the album, outdooring, I'll be, people were expecting to hear. So, it drove people to the place. I tell you, nothing happened on the night. He did not reply.
He actually had nothing.
He can't even.
So,
he proposed to his wife
you should use. You are supposed to use. I mean, some of this conversation.
If you want to his wife on stage that day,
he proposed to who?
His ex-wife, his ex-girlfriend, baby mama. Title the door to Michi GH.
So if you want
to
tilt the conversation towards the success of your movie, I mean, it has to be strategically done. So I mean, this one can be positive. Why not? I don't know. The conversation is had with Kwadwo Sheldon and then what's his name? Mr. Logic. I don't know the conversations.
It's possible they could have had some conversations.
So they can also come out. Yeah, and we'll be there. You can't do anything to us. You see, then eventually people want to do
very typical of Logic to say a thing like that.
You tell somebody so like how do you say that to someone?
So because I do not know how to cook. I can't tell. What are you saying?